asked some people to join me at our National Theatre because there are other things we can change, for example, our body posture, that can significantly improve our confidence and how we perform.
We form first impressions in milliseconds. And if you make a negative first impression, it takes 9 bits of positive information that you give them before they're even prepared to consider changing their minds. How many of you have been in situations in your lives where you come out of a situation, having met someone or a job interview or something, and you think, I didn't do myself justice. I didn't tell them how good I was. I didn't reveal my strengths.
But the one thing I'd say about that is that the times that I felt that I might have let myself down or didn't come across the way I'd like was when it was really important.
Yes, exactly.
It wasn't when it was something social or having a bit of fun. It was when it was really
And why
important.
do you think that is?
I lost my nerve.
Yes,
or some negative thought came into my head of,
Exactly.
what do I think? What am I doing here?
Yes, exactly. You were saying, James?
Well, it's to do with pressure, isn't it? The more pressure you're under, the harder it is to
That's
perform.
right. The way you are, okay, the way you're feeling and how that's being expressed in how you hold yourself and your posture and so on is affecting other people's first impressions.
In a recent study of students at Harvard Business School, social psychologist Amy Cuddy identified a link between the students' body posture and how confident and effective they were in the classroom.
We were watching how much students participated in the classroom and noticing that the ones that weren't participating much were adopting body language that is associated with powerlessness and being submissive. And that kind of body language is contractive, it's closed, you're occupying as little space as possible. The people who seem to be speaking a lot and giving high quality comments were adopting powerful postures. And these are postures that across the animal kingdom are associated with dominance, with being the alpha, with signaling power. And these postures are open, they're expansive, and they occupy space. So people come into the lab and we have them adopt either high power poses or low power poses for 2 minutes. A high power pose might be standing like Wonder Woman, so with the hands on the hips and the feet spread, or with your feet up on a desk, leaning back and your hands behind your head. For just 2 minutes, what we found was that they report feeling more confident, more in control, more powerful.
Amy devised a series of power poses which, when held for just 2 minutes, can help a nervous person feel more confident and perform better.
So you stand with your shoulders back, your hands on your hips and your legs apart. Now, you think surely adopting that pose couldn't make that much of a difference. It does, scientifically and measurably. For one thing, your cortisol levels, that's the stress hormone, go down. And your testosterone levels, which is your competitiveness hormone, the one that gets you up and going, goes up. That is how powerful posture is.
What we found was that standing or sitting in these high power poses for just 2 minutes increased people's testosterone level by 15 to 25% and decreased their cortisol level by 10 to 20%, optimizing the brain to perform well in stressful situations. So you get very, very big effects on these hormones through something as simple as changing your own posture.
Okay, so how does that feel?
I guess I'd be more comfortable if I was at home on my own, like.
Yes, but here's what's interesting, is that what the science is telling us is that the effects carry over into the next situation. So, for example, if you're waiting to be interviewed, you can always go into the ladies' room or the men's room and try it for 2 minutes. And what you will be doing is you will be guaranteeing that you will be facing into your interview with your testosterone levels up, getting you ready for competition and for risk. That will then, in turn, of course, make it much easier for you to present yourself. What kind of a person do you think you are when you're in that pose?
On top of the world.
On top of the world.
So what's happening really is when you're adopting this powerful posture, your body is telling you that you're confident, that you're powerful. And as a result, you begin to behave in ways that are consistent with that. And so as you behave in these powerful and confident ways, that reinforces the feeling in the self, and it also elicits feedback from others that reinforces it. So if I'm confident and that's how I'm interacting with you, you're going to treat me probably with more respect. And that then reinforces my feeling of confidence. Over time and through practice, you become this different self. So you're not really faking it until you make it. You're faking it until you actually become this best self or aspirational self.
And it's like, I can take charge, I can be in control, I have the power.
Remember that power poses doesn't mean exerting power over people or being dominant. That's not what this is about. It's feeling empowered yourself to make things happen.
It suits me very well. I feel very comfortable and creative, and I haven't felt like that for a number of years.
Well done, Stephanie.
Everyone feels afraid at some point. But next time you have to walk into a stressful situation, whatever that is for you, before you do that, go find some privacy. Maybe it's in a bathroom stall, maybe it's in the elevator, maybe it's in your own room, but for 2 minutes, stand like a starfish or put your feet up on the desk. And there you go. You have this tiny little life hack that has the power to, over time, change your life outcomes in very profound ways.